All right, so a little bit different of a review for us today at Total Toy Recon. And I wouldn't so much say if it's going to be a review, but it's maybe more of a discussion with myself. I've tried to get a few people on the show here on my channel to talk, but it's conflicts and time. And also, you know, I don't interact with too many people outside of the conventions that are in my wheelhouse, especially who are knowledgeable about G.I. Joe. So today I thought, well, we got the new G.I. Joe Minimates, and we do have the Cobra Wave and the G.I. Joe Wave. And I thought what we would do is I thought we'd open up at least one of them. And I was a big collector of G.I. Joe when I was a kid. After Star Wars had pretty much run its course is probably the best thing. There was no new movies. There were just books occasionally. It wasn't like it is now where there's a new product all the time. You know, I still love Star Wars, never got rid of that stuff, but G.I. Joe quickly became the thing. So, you know, in 1984, Star Wars had been over at least a year, and I was heavy into G.I. Joe. So, I mean, Storm Shadow, Cobra Commander, Baroness, Destro, had all of these as figures, every single one of these. And you know what's even funnier? Now that I think about it, I didn't have them. My brother did. My brother had every one of these villains, which is weird because I'm usually the guy who collects all the villains. So this is in a style of, you know, we've got their names, Diamond Select, licensed by Hasbro, and these are the Minimates. So ironically enough, Snake Eyes, Scarlet, we got Roblox, and we've got Duke. So what I thought we would do is I thought we'd take at least the opportunity to discuss, would we actually open these? I mean, now I'm talking about going like all the way, you know, opening them up, getting down to the nitty gritty of exactly what we're getting into with these collectors. So I think you have a very fine box for display. You know, we've got Cobra, we've got G.I. Joe. Now, I would have probably put Cobra Minimates here. Definitely would have put Cobra the Enemy on the, you know, on the sticker, that kind of thing, to separate the difference between the two. But as a collector, these are $40 a piece. So $39.99, $39.99. Are you actually going to open them all the way? Like, get them out of the bubbles, take a look at them, really dive into the collector, and then pose them. So I have reviewed the Transformers. I've done Starscream, I've done Goldbug, Optimus Prime, and Shockwave. And they're cool. They're fun. They're not my thing per se. I don't know if I'm really that big of a fan of the Minimates, but when you get into, it's now past the point of it's a toy, it's more like a piece of art, and it's a collectible, then I'm a little bit more of a fan of it because, you know, yes, Hasbro is re-releasing G.I. Joes, but they're not the exact same thing that I had as a kid. They're better articulated. They're, I don't know, they're just not it. Super 7 is doing the exact same thing, and they're more like Star Wars figures. But that was the difference between Star Wars and G.I. Joe, was they were more articulated. And now you're getting a 5-point G.I. Joe that looks just like it did on the card, but it's not the same figure. So we are going to open, we're going to open the Joes. We're going to open the Joes. And a reason, not all of them, I just want to know what the cards look like. And I want to talk about the collectability of the cards. We're going to be very gentle here, and we're just going to cut through the sticker. There we go. And then put all these back in, because I really do like the way that they're displayed. And then I can see that we have some guns here, some weapons, and I want to see if there's actually a timber in there, which I don't think that there is. So that also would create an interesting extra piece that you would get. So as you can see, we do have a little plastic bubble here that you can slide this in there. This is how we were keeping them all stacked. I'll bring up that in a second, the stacking. Maybe that'll spark some memories for you. So we do have this card, and then we have this plastic piece up top here that's actually enabling you to put them all. Oh, they're all on pegs, so that's weird too. So here, this is what I want to know. So each one, there's a plastic piece back here. It's really great because this is how you can display them. But we have these plastic little pegs here on the back, and you're going to have to pop those into each one. So let's see what we got here. So, okay. So I guess if we're just super gentle, yeah, that did it. You're super gentle. You can pop them off the peg, off the plastic peg, and put them in. So here we have Duke. So immediately, the first thing that I'm going to comment on is the difference between the original figure, and this is from my memory. I am not going to put up, the original figure side by side to do the comparison. I'm solely doing it off of memory. First of all, Duke did not come with an M18. That was Leatherneck. He came with that, and Duke also did not come with a pistol. Now, I appreciate that Hasbro and Diamond Select giving us a more modern, more realistic weapon. However, getting his helmet would have been nice, as well as his binoculars. Two big things that Duke did have. He does not come with a backpack. Would have been nice. And the pistol is also cool. I mean, so it's cool that you get these things now, but as someone who is an original collector who really loved G.I. Joe, not so much. So here we do have the Starburst in the back, Starburst here. So this is interesting. So we have the Starburst here, lighter Starburst here, and then we do have all of Duke's stuff. I used to collect these, so yeah, that's pretty much spot on. So Duke as a mini card, really nice, very cute, but not 100% accurate. Oh, here we go. Roadblock. So again, comes with a pistol. Roadblock did not come with a pistol. He did come with a 50 caliber. I believe it was a 50 caliber machine gun. This is not quite that gun, but it sort of looks like it. He came with this gun that you're seeing, but he also came with a backpack and a stand to hold it. It does mention that he wanted to be a gourmet chef, and pounds for ammo, 134 pounds. Yeah. So, again, Roadblock looks great. He did come with a helmet back in the day as well. Again, no helmet. So 2 heads would have been nice. Okay, 2 heads would have been nice for each one, or even just a helmet to go over top. Scarlet. So Scarlet does come with her crossbow. Very nice. And she comes with a pistol, goes into her holster. It seems like they all have that, which is a nice feature, but it's a little tiny pistol. There is a slight paint blemish. You see that right there? It's not on her cheek. It's actually on her hair. So we have a slight paint blemish, factory defect right there. But she does come with, this is interesting, because no backpack here, but if you can see it, see that little silver piece? Right there is her quiver for all of her arrows for her crossbow. So they did do that on her. Now we get to generally the favorite of all G.I. Joe characters, Snake Eyes. So, Snake Eyes does not come with timber. So it was interesting that they picked this Snake Eyes, where they could have done the original Snake Eyes that would have been in this wave with Scarlet, put him on here. Snake Eyes does not come with his Uzi. So that's one big difference. He does have the right sword, though, so that was nice. He does have something to actually put the sword into in his back. Now, on the original figure, it was a backpack. It slid in the back and just in the side. He does come with a dagger and a thing to hold the dagger. I'm sorry, I forget the name of it. And he does come with a pistol, too, as well. It looks like the pistol, not the same. Looks like a 45. So we've got a 45 across the board, which makes sense. You're going to do that. Classified. So not much to know about Snake Eyes. Commando, as they call him. So overall, slight differences in what you originally got and released. The packaging is cute. It is quaint. It's really off. It's really on brand for this line. So if you were into miniature versions, this is going to be cool. We are just going to take a quick look at the Cobras. It's just, I think it's almost better to leave them in the box as they are in this miniature wave. So this is Bob from Total Toy Recon saying thank you, Diamond Select, for sending these out. I'm just not that big of a fan. I know there are people who love Minimates, and this line is great. and well, like it's deep. I mean, you go really deep into some characters. I'm just starting to notice that I think I'm more of a fan of the Minimates, especially the Godzilla ones. And those are what I've really come to appreciate in the line. And, obviously you can't bring them into scale with the G.I. Joes, but the Minimate Godzilla line, I would like to have even more of these characters. So, thank you for tuning in. Please check out all my other reviews. I do have more G.I. Joe reviews. I even build the original hovercraft. I found it in storage, and I reassembled the whole thing. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. Have a good night.